Okay, and we're live. So, hi everyone, I'm Andrew Rickson, and I've got Bob Dick on the call here. Bob, would you like to introduce yourself a
A
little?
pleasure, Andrew. Good to be here with you. Well, I'm here in Brisbane on a beautiful Sunday morning, and I'm not sure who or what I am. I kind of call myself an independent scholar because that covers the odd bits of occasional academic work that I do and the bits and pieces of research and the consulting and coaching and facilitation, not to mention the odd bit of action learning or exercises like that. How about you?
That's great, Bob. Well, maybe I'll say what you said. But yeah, I often call myself a management consultant, coach, and educator. I've been doing the facilitation work and working with Bob for it's been working for about a decade. Bob obviously
Yeah,
has been working for, I think, 4 decades in this kind
that's
of
right.
space. So what we're doing this morning is we're recording a short clip, which is talking about an upcoming workshop that Bob and I are running in Melbourne in April on the 12th and 13th. And this workshop is called Kickstarting Change That Lasts: How to Flatten Hierarchies, Build Relationships, and Get Work Done. And this workshop really is all about applying and integrating open space technology with action learning. So, on that, what we thought we would do is start by a number of sort of provocative quotes or statements that would sort of help kickstart the conversation. So, on that one, what I'd like to do actually is just read the first quote that we're going to start with this morning. And that is by Harrison Owen. And that's: show me an organization where there is no conflict, and I'll show you one where nobody cares. And that's by Harrison Owen.
Well, Andrew, given that Harrison Owen was the originator of open space technology, do you think that that quote relates to his ideas about open space?
That's a great question, Bob. And certainly, I think one of the things about open space is it's really about that they talk about passion and responsibility. And I was thinking one of the things that's kind of led us to working together with Kickstarting Change That Lasts is that often people want to start initiatives, they want to start programs which has some sort of momentum and energy that sort of keeps going. And I think in terms of open space, my experience, and maybe you can share a little bit more on yours, Bob, but it seems to be the visioning aspect or something like that that's very engaging and motivating for people. And in a number of the projects that I've been involved in recently, getting big groups of people together, and it generates a real energy and enthusiasm. But the challenge is how to keep that going, and that's sort of the connect point, isn't it, to the action learning. But what's the layers of meaning that you sort of see and hear within that quote for you, Bob?
Well, it seems to me that we don't know how to manage organizations so that they're effective all the time. I sometimes say, and I don't think this is an overstatement, that in our larger organizations, the best of them kind of half work half the time. And so it seems to me that engaging people so that they care about each other and their job and the organization is one of my key responsibilities when I'm doing coaching work or facilitation or consultancy. As you know, I use action learning a lot in my work. And in action learning, small, diverse teams of people work on projects in the course of which they develop skills to be better managers, better organizational members. But it makes such a difference to the organization as a whole if the projects they work on are legitimized by the organization as a whole. And one of the reasons I responded so enthusiastically to your original proposal a couple of years ago now, that we combine open space and action learning, is that open space is a beautiful way both of lifting engagement and interest, and at the same time identifying a whole set of issues that can then legitimise the setting up of action learning teams, and the action learning team then helps it actually to happen.
Nicely
What do you
said.
reckon?
Totally. Nicely said, John. Yeah, that's really great. All right, so I think that's covered a number of things on the quote, and just a sort of a pop-up, a starting point for the conversation. And we're going to be hosting more of the conversation on the Zoom space. But that also leads nicely into what our next pop-up conversation is going to be, which is stimulated by a quote by Reg Revens. But to hear that, you have to click into the next one. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Cheers.
Indeed we do.